Hi guys, good day, man. I'm going all out. We're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, we're on TikTok. We're doing just quite a few things today. Fantastic. Welcome, welcome. We're going to be talking today about learning how to speak where your soul of your audience just sings, man. I love how Les Brown put it one time. He said, "It is not the content of your delivery, or it's not the delivery of content that matters, but the content of your delivery. Focus on your delivery. Your delivery is going to be more important than most of the other things that we do. You want to really connect with your audience because you only have one opportunity. Marsha, welcome. And I'm on Facebook and we're on YouTube right now. And we're just doing some multitasking here. But I want to tell you something. Focus on the soul of your audience. And here's something that's going to help you guys. Yevner, welcome. Here's going to help you. You know, in Instagram Live and Facebook and TikTok, things like that. You got that little eye down in the corner, little eye up in the that tells you how many people aren't watching you. I'm telling you what. Here's what you want to do. I want you to take that number and times it by 1,000. Okay, times it by 1,000. So there's one here right now. So that means I'm speaking to 1,000 people. That's what you want to do. You want to connect with these people as if you're speaking to thousands. When I start my car up, my RPM goes up to 400 when it's just sitting idle. But when I put it in gear and I get it up to speed, it goes up to one and two and all that. And it just says a one and a two. And then it says times by 1,000. Because I'm telling you, if we start looking at one person here, we'll start saying, "Oh gosh, there's only one person watching. Why am I doing this? I've got better things to do." Right, Yevner? But if you start saying, "What if this one soul I'm speaking of desperately needed something I had to give them today? If I can take them to a place they've never been before, they'll might be the one that takes me to a place that I haven't been before." So you really want to capitalize on your listeners. On your listeners. I don't care if one shows up. I've been on Clubhouse and I'll start a room and I have 4,600 followers on Clubhouse. I have nearly 6,000 followers on Instagram. They're not all here, but the important ones are. And I look at that thing called and I study the number up there and I say now there's 2,000 people I'm speaking in front of because when you pray, when you communicate with infinite intelligence, and guess what? When we're all combined together and with God, where two or more are gathered in His name, there He is in the midst of them. And speaking of infinite intelligence, I'm telling you, you're speaking to thousands. So when you pray, when you communicate with infinite intelligence, believe as if it's already taken place. Believe as if it's already taken place. If you can't see yourself and feel the high fives and the wind against your face currently where you are, you will have a hard time seeing yourself and feeling yourself, believing yourself when you're there. So you got to speak as if you're already there. And you want to, I love this. I always feel the ripple effect when I listen to you, brother. Well, get into Clubhouse more often. Get into the Clubhouse. Yeah, join those rooms that I start with only one person there. Where are you? I've been waiting to see you. But, you know, when you focus on who is your ideal client anyway. And when you get a chance to speak, speak directly to their soul. You want to connect with them. I would rather have my head sewn to the carpet than listen to somebody tell me about their process, their product, their services, their plans, their obstacle courses. It just, I would rather have my head sewn to the carpet. But I'll tell you, when Les Brown comes out and he says, "There's greatness in you," tap into your greatness. You've got more in you than what's going on the outside of you. And if you're going without, start looking within. And if you keep reading your mind, reading over your mind, you'll keep weeding over your mind, because the mind is like a garden. It doesn't care what we plant. It will return what we plant, but it doesn't care what we plant. It doesn't care. It will give us back in full abundance in the same amount. It doesn't care. So if you take a seed of corn and a seed of nightshade, a deadly poison, and you drop the two into the ground and you cultivate and you care for both seeds, invariably what will you get back? In abundance. You will get poison, you will get poison, and you will get corn. The mind doesn't care what you plant, it simply will return what you plant. So if I think in positive terms, I'm going to get positive results. If I think in negative terms, I'm going to get negative results. I've got to step into my greatness, and you have greatness within you. You have a level of power that you don't even have a clue how much power that you have. Let me explain it to you. Thanks for asking. That's a good question. How much power is that, Yevner? You say? Well, if you had a heart attack right now, they would, and they hooked up the paddles, and they hooked up the paddles, and they go out and they say the word clear. The reason why they say clear, the reason why they say clear, the reason why they say clear is if you hooked up that same power to that you could light up a city of 15,000 for 7 days. You are electrifying. You have no idea. You have no idea. I'm talking to Facebook. I'm talking to YouTube as well out there. I'm talking to the world out there. We have technology today that can take us and put us on the map. I want to say to welcome to SEPTA, and I welcome to Yevner, and welcome to everybody that's come on. But I'm telling you what, man, if you had, the reason why they say clear is the same power that can start your heart, Yevner, is the same power that can stop mine. You have unlimited potential on the inside of you. There is nothing that we cannot do. Nothing. And I don't care if you're going without. Start looking within. We have more within us. More gold has been mined from the thoughts of men that can ever be taken from the earth. And thoughts are things, and powerful things at that, when they're mixed with a definiteness of purpose, persistence, and a burning desire for their attainment. Wow. Wow, man. Wow. We have divine power, man. We have divine power. So if you took that same power just to keep your heart beating while you sleep, it's something to get up and do a jig over. While you sleeping, guys, while we're sleeping, I'm telling you, we're worth $750,000 a day while we sleep. Just imagine what happens, YouTube, when you get out of bed. When you get out of bed, see, aren't you feeling something? Can't you feel that power coursing through your veins? Isn't your soul singing now? Don't you feel better? See, I want to make you feel better about your life than you did when you met me. I want you to feel so good you don't want to leave. That's what I'm talking about. You don't want to leave, man. You don't want to keep scrolling. But if you don't keep scrolling, my gosh, you won't get anything done, because this guy will keep you there forever. Think about what you want in your life. What is it that you really, really, really want? And then go after it like nobody's business. Go after it. And then when you communicate with people, in Clubhouse, in Instagram. I know we're all trying to do these reels and, get up and dance with our products and stuff like that. But you know what? People want the payoff of what you do anyway. They want to feel something. I used to do trade shows. Now, Yevner, if you're still there, I don't know if you are or not, but I used to do trade shows. And I used to stand out and do these. And I used to work in the Carney, if you could believe that or not, years ago. Rat, rat, where are you going to run in at? It's only a quarter. Get in, get in, get in. I've always been an entertainer. I've always been somebody out there. But I used to work these trade shows and I used to have to get people to stop into my booth. Well, I would have to engage them. I would have to do crazy things sometimes to get their attention. And so that's what and so I would come up with pitches while I was at these home shows. I would come up with pitches. I was a pitch man. And so people would come to be entertained. They'd gather around while I was doing this. I would say, you ever have we were doing insulation. Okay. Insulation is not very sexy. We're selling insulation. I'm telling you, it's not the most sexy thing. If it wasn't for me in the booth, there wouldn't be anything sexy to look at in that booth. I'm standing there and I've got to get people coming in. So I grabbed a microphone and I grabbed a little speaker and I would stand there and I would say, you know what? Hi, folks. My name's Jonathan. Thanks for stopping by. Hey, let me ask you a question. What type of home do you have? Two story? You ever notice a hot upstairs, a cold downstairs? Or or you could hang beef in the basement, right? Cook it upstairs, or somebody's wearing a 12 gauge a house coat that could stop a 12 gauge shotgun slug. I would have to get them to feel something, guys. You need to get your audience engaged with you. You need to get them to feel it. You feel me? You feel me? So, how are you doing that right now? How are you getting your audience to feel you? How are you connecting with your audience right now? Put it in the chat. How are you connecting with your audience, guys? And we need to share this with people out there, get them to come in, share this with your friends. This is good information, guys. This is good information. I hope you're picking up what I'm laying down. But how are you getting your audience to connect with you? Are you connecting with your audience? Or is there a disconnect? So you want to make sure you're connecting. See that? Feel that disconnect? Feel that low energy? It's about feeling, guys. It's about feeling. Nothing else. Nothing else. I only have my voice. I really only have my voice. And you only have your voice as well. And it's the way you can get them. My goal is to get your heart to sing. That's my goal. Man, it looks like I got 1,000 people on here. I got 1,000 people showing up on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok, and I see somebody out there. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Twana Smith is there. Oh, Twana, she's amazing. Welcome to you guys. Welcome. But man, this is when we speak. Our goal should be to get our audience's soul to sing. We want them to sing with us. We want to take them place somewhere they've never been before. You want to open up that door. You want them to get you want them to get really, you want them to look past all the superficial nonsense of their day, and you want to take them somewhere they have not been before. And you also want to leave your audiences better than you found them. Better than you found them. Make them feel something that they haven't felt before. Get them to feel something. Take them places, take them on a journey. 30 years ago, I don't know if we're going to make any difference, guys. I really don't. 30 years ago, I had an opportunity to visit with a young man named Scott, and Scott had an emphatic impact on my life. And Scott was only 19, and he turned my life around. Scott was, it's amazing what you can learn from a teenager. Now, Scott was unable to speak, he was unable to. It was at his funeral that I spent that time with him. And I spent an hour and a half at the funeral. And when went to give my final respects and walked by the casket, I looked down in and I heard the voice say, "You could spend an hour and a half with him when he's dead, but you couldn't spend 5 minutes with him when he was alive." We're in such a hurry. You never notice that? Grab our phone, grab the phone. We're in such a hurry. We're in such a hurry. And I don't know where we're going, but I see so many people trying to get somewhere that they've never been before in such a damn hurry. And I don't know why we got to keep hurrying through and swiping and swiping and swiping. We're looking for the next drug or whatever. I don't know. But, and that's why today we've got to try to grab their attention before they go. We got to say something in that first 3 seconds that will make them feel something. So I don't know if I would have spoke into Scott's life. I don't know if I would have made a difference. Yevner, if you're still there on Instagram, I don't know. Twana, if you're still watching, I don't know if I would have made a difference in Scott's life, if I would have spoken to his life, if I would have took him out for a Pepsi, if I would have done anything. I don't know. I don't know if he wouldn't have hung himself in his basement. But I can be damn sure I didn't shorten the rope any by not helping him. And my point is this: we only have one opportunity. There's an old poem that says, "I shall pass this way but once. Therefore, let me do good to my fellow man. Let me not deter it. Let me not back away, for I shall not yet pass this way again." So you need to determine in your own life, guys, in your own life, what you can do. Are you putting everything into your speeches, everything into your communication? Are you throwing everything at it? And if you need some help in this area, I'd be happy to help you. Put it in the comments, type voice in the comments if you would like to learn um, how to be a better communicator where you can actually make your people's souls sing. That is what I focus on with my students, helping them develop. Because here's the thing: sales, and we're all in sales. Sales is not my ability to convince you to buy something you neither want, need, or afford, but sales is my ability to to communicate the value that that I offer so well that I perceive that you perceive what you will receive from me, that you end up giving me your credit card without me asking for a discount. That is Facebook. That oh, I just saw Facebook on my phone. I'll say, you got to be able to communicate to make their hearts sing, guys. So let's see who liked me. Michael Residual here, welcome. And Twana Jose, welcome. Um, the and again, let me go back to the Eye of Sauron up there in the corner on Instagram and on Facebook. Uh, when it says two, pretend there's 2,000 people in front of you. That'll help you. That'll raise your energy because you'll be like, oh, I'm doing this again and only two people are here. I only got 2 likes. Pretend those 2 likes are 2,000. Think of it as an RPM reader. Think of it as an RPM. So it's been a pleasure, guys. I hope this was added of some value to you, Twana. I hope you're doing great. Jose, good to see you. Guys, it's been my pleasure and honor, joy of my life. I wish you all the best. Thank you, guys. Have a great day.